Welcome to our Park City Market Talk webinar for October 2019. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties here in Park City, Utah.
And I'm Doug Olmstead. I'm the seller's consultant here on the Wilstein Team, and we thank you for joining us today.
We're happy to report that it is snowing in Park City. Not a lot, not as much as that picture behind us, but it gets us excited and we start tuning up the skis. What else do we need to do, Doug?
Well, it's time to buy your ski pass. That's what that means.
Ski passes. 3 great passes. We told you about these last year. We want to make sure you know about them because there are some discounts if you buy them right now. The Icon Pass, the Epic Pass with our brother Sean White there, and the Collective Mountain. So we're going to tell you about that here shortly. What else, Doug?
We've got your opening dates for the resorts here in Park City.
And then we'll give you an update on the Park City real estate market, what's selling, what's not, what's happening on prices. Starting to see some changes. We'll talk to you about them.
And we're going to highlight why people like Lower Deer Valley.
And then if you think of selling your property during the ski season, we'll give you the information you need to be ready to do so. Well, let's take a look at the Park City real estate market. The market remains mixed, and as we take a closer look at it, you'll see what we mean by that.
There's been 1,268 sales in Park City over the past 12 months, and that's homes, condos, and vacant land combined, and that's down 4% or 59 sales.
Now, it's worth pointing out that we had been reporting over the last several months that the drop year over year was in the double digits. So while there is a drop here, it's less of a drop. That's a nice indication for the market starting to balance out a little bit. This graph here shows you a breakdown of homes, condos, and lots year over year. The red bars represent the past 12 months of October 2018 to September 2019, and the silver bars represent the 12-month period beforehand. Pretty level here. Homes up just 1% from 517 to 523. Condos no change at 626. And lots where we have limited supply of lots to buy, naturally the sales are down. In this case, a significant percentage, 35%, but dropping to 119 sales for the last 12 months.
Specifically just on home sales in Park City limits, up 12% from 160 up to 179 sales. But in Snyderville Basin, interestingly, down 4% from 357 sales to 344.
So it's nice to see the homes increase. There's always a correlation between number of homes sales and the number of lot sales, as you'll see in a moment. Here we're looking at condominiums, and number of sales actually down a little bit. We had been reporting that. The positive are the increases that we're seeing on these graphs. In the Snyderville Basin, we've got a 5% increase from 293 to 308 sales.
And vacant land in Park City limits down 38%. Again, like Ron said, very limited inventory from 32 sales down to 20 sales.
That's for the entire year.
Pretty crazy. No, they're not making any more land, that's for sure.
That's true.
In the basin, down 35% from 152 sales down to 99 sales.
And part of the big drop here isn't so much a slowdown this year, but it rather is an increase last year because there are limited homes for sale, right. So people were buying lots. Now the home market inventory is picked up. They don't need to do that, and consequently the number of lot sales drops off. But let's turn our attention to prices because everybody wants to know what's happening with my real estate values. Good news, keeps going up.
The median sold price in Park City limits up 3% from $1,922,750 up to $1,975,000. And in Snyderville Basin, up 5% from $1,200,000 all the way up to $1,265,000.
Now it's worth pointing out that those of you who have been following our monthly webinars, we report on this, we update it every single month, and we have been showing for years, usually double-digit annual appreciation. We're starting to see single digits, which by the rest of the country standard is nothing to sneeze at. That's what they want to see. But it's a little bit of a slowing in appreciation, and we expected it would happen. And you'll notice on the next graphs, they're single digits. Here's condominiums. In this case, actually in Park City, it went down from $820,000 as a medium sold price to $790,500. Decreased their Snyderville Basin up by 4%, climbing from $530,000 to $550,000.
For vacant land in Park City, limits up 7% from $1,700,500 up to $1,075,000, and in Snyderville Basin was no change at $493,000.
So that's what's happening on the prices. It's always a supply and demand challenge between what's available, how many units of those available to be purchased are being bought, and at what prices. Now we want to look at how long it's taking for homes to be on the market and selling. For those homes that are listed, priced correctly, and sell, on average it's 112 days. Obviously some faster, some slower. Compare that to average time on the market of the homes that haven't sold being 238 days. So it's double the amount, even a little more than double the amount. If you price your property correctly, you're going to sell it in all likelihood in less than 4 months. And if you don't, you could be on the market 8 months without a sale. That's what it's telling you.
It's always that exciting time of year when we start looking at the opening dates for our ski resorts in Park City. So Park City, Friday, November 22nd. And over Deer Valley, they wait just a little bit longer until December the 7th.
So which pass are you going to buy? Got a lot of great choices: the Epic Pass, the Icon Pass, the Mountain Collective Pass. Those of us who live in Utah are particularly familiar with the Epic Pass because, of course, the Park City Mountain Resort is, that's the pass for it. No question about it. It also includes such areas as Colorado and Lake Tahoe, but it doesn't stop there. This Epic Pass covers so much of the country. Canada, well, even outside the country, Canada, Northeast, Washington, Midwest, Australia, not to mention the partner resorts. Tell us about that, Doug.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about this one. This is the first time 2 days in Snow Basin for the Epic. You can go up into Idaho and do Sun Valley, go to Japan, Telluride, Canadian Rockies, even another resort in Japan. That's pretty crazy. It's a lot of skiing.
Ski during the day, sushi at night.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I like it. But if you didn't like that one, you could pick up an Icon Pass. An Icon Pass is one pass that covers 41 destinations, and we've listed them here. We realize they're hard to see, but what we want you to know is that the 2 Utah resorts are Deer Valley Resort and Solitude Mountain Resorts. But you can see it. It's going across the country. It's Canada. It's Europe. It's New Zealand. There's just a lot of ways to ski on these multi-resort passes. But yet there's one more.
Your third choice is the Mountain Collective, 18 destinations, 2 days at each of these resorts. You can see locally Snowbird and Alta on there as well.
Mm-hmm. So lots of great choices. Gone are the days of not having this such flexibility. And frankly, if you show up one day at the lift line without one of these, you're paying a couple $100 sometimes if it's during the Christmas season for a pass. These passes are several $100s, but look how much you get for them. So 3 great passes. We're looking forward to a wonderful ski season. Last year was record snow. We'll try to do it again. But you do want to go to the corresponding websites, get the details, get the prices. There are some discounts if you buy them sooner versus later, and I know some will be expiring pretty soon here. So check them out if that's of interest to you. All right, in this next segment, we want to feature why people like Deer Valley. It certainly is a popular area, and we thought we would take a look at the reasons why. Starting with the fact that it's a convenient location. You can be in Deer Valley, but not at the top of the mountain. Of course, nothing to sneeze at being at the top of the mountain. Beautiful resort, fantastic views. But if you want to bounce around town or get to historic Main Street, it's a lot easier from Lower Deer Valley.
Lower Deer Valley offers 4 seasons activities, of course, from skiing, great mountain biking, hiking, and boy, those summer Deer Valley concerts are just fantastic out under the stars and enjoying that. It's just a beautiful way to spend your summer.
And then we want to talk about restaurants. And of course, one of my all-time favorite restaurants is the Seafood Buffet. And that looks good, and it is as good as it looks, if not better. And by the way, we are not being paid for this endorsement. We just love eating there. Our family typically goes there on the evening of Christmas.
Yep.
But it is fantastic, so you definitely want to check that out.
And of course, not to mention all of the exceptional real estate in Lower Deer Valley.
Real estate in Deer Valley consists of homes, condominiums, and of course vacant land. It's a strong market in Lower Deer Valley with good appreciation, but we are experiencing a limited inventory of homes and condos in particular. Some of the other benefits include
It's right on the Park City bus route, as well as many of the condominiums participate in the Deer Valley ski shuttles, so you can just jump right on there and go skiing right from your front door. And it's got quiet, established neighborhoods, which are just really fantastic.
So let's talk about Deer Valley real estate in the lower part of the mountain. It consists of 7 single-family home and vacant subdivisions and 26 different condominium projects. It's a healthy real estate market, and when we break it down specifically, homes, there were 14 sales over the last 12 months. The prices range from $1,390,000 all the way to $5.1 million over the past year, and there are currently 11 homes on the market. We always like to look at the relationship between the number of homes on the market and the number of past sales over the last year, because it gives us an idea of what's called the absorption rate. When we look at the absorption rate, that there were 14 sales in a 12-month period, a little bit better than 1 sale a month, and then we project the current inventory, it represents a 9.5-month inventory. The National Association of Realtors says that a balanced market, equal number of buyers and sellers, what they regard as a healthy market, is about a 6-month inventory. Typically for resort areas like Park City, a 9-month inventory is a balanced market. So Lower Deer Valley represents a balanced market for buyers and sellers alike.
Looking at condos in Lower Deer Valley, there were 44 sales over the previous 12 months, and those sold prices range from $712,000 up to that Black Diamond Lodge for $4 million over the past year. That's 10 condos currently on the market, which is a 2.7-month inventory. That's really low going into ski season.
Yeah, you got to really pause here. Now, we do expect additional condos to come on the market going into the ski season, as well as homes, because it is Lower Deer Valley. A lot of people coming down for skiing. But that is a very limited inventory, and we've been looking at it specifically by condo project to condo project. There are a lot of condo projects that do not have any units on the market, and so this is something worth thinking about if you're considering selling your property. Good timing for sellers, because that 2.7-month inventory heavily favors sellers. Turning to Lower Deer Valley lots, not as robust. 3 sales over the past 12 months. So prices range between $545,000 to $765,000. There's currently 5 lots on the market. That equates to a 20-month inventory. That isn't necessarily favoring sellers. In fact, it really favors buyers, but it's not uncharacteristic for Lower Deer Valley. The sales just are a little bit slower there. It's just the way it is. Now, if you're interested in selling your property, whether it's a home, a condo, or a lot during the upcoming ski season, you want to find out some key information. You want to know the current value of your property and decide if you really want to sell during the upcoming ski season. The way that we can help you with that is get you a free property value assessment. And I just want to show you an easy way to do that. If you go to our website, BuyParkCity.com, go up to the selling button here. You hover over it, it turns red, and you click on that, and it will take you to this page and come down to this box here that says, what's my property worth? If you click on that, it will open up this box which says free property value assessment. This is so easy. All you have to do is put in either the address of the property in the blue box, or if it's a condo, the name of the condominium and the unit number. Put in your contact information. If you have any specific questions, put in the comment box and hit submit. That will come to us. We will reach out to you, arrange access to it, get you the information. There's no cost, there's no obligation whatsoever, just helpful information for you to have. So we recommend you take advantage of it. And of course, you can always give us a call, and we'll answer our phone for one, but we'll get you, that's another way to ask for the free property value assessment. If you do want to call us, the phone number is 435-487-0151, or send Doug an email at Doug at the Wilstein Team or Ron at the WilsteinTeam.com. We're happy to help you with that, and we want to thank you for participating in our webinar.